Hello everyone. In the previous video, I will discuss the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. And in today's video, I will discuss its chemical properties. That means the chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Let us discuss what are the chemical properties of sulfuric acid. The first property is thermal stability. First chemical property is thermal stability. Sulfuric acid is known as king of chemicals. So it is quite stable in nature. Sulfuric acid is quite stable in nature. On strong heating, it is decomposed to form SO3 and water. It is stable in nature. When H2SO4 heated strongly, then it decomposed to form SO3 and water. That is H2SO4 decomposed to form H2O and SO3. So in thermal stability, normally it is a stable compound. When it is heated strongly, then it forms only SO3 and water. Then comes to second chemical property, that is acidic nature. Then comes to its second chemical property, that is acidic nature. It turns, how we know it is acidic? Because it turns blue litmus to red. In litmus test, when blue litmus converted to red, then we know this compound is acidic in nature. Then it is a strong acid because it is highly soluble in aqueous solution to give H plus ion and sulfate ion. It is a strong acid because when it is soluble in aqueous solution, it forms H plus ion and sulfate ion. The H2SO4 plus water gives H plus and HSO4 minus. In this case, partial ionization occurs. When H2SO4 completely ionized in water, then it forms 2H plus and SO4 2 minus. So, from above this reaction, we conclude that it is a dibasic acid. It is a dibasic acid because it has two replaceable hydrogen atom which can be removed as 2H plus ion. So it is a dibasic acid. For acidic nature or for its dibasic nature, it reacts with metal oxide, hydroxide, carbonate to form corresponding salt. So they react with these compounds to form their respective salt. So first reaction with metal. When active metals like zinc, iron and magnesium etc. reacts with dilute H2SO4, then it forms salt with evolution of hydrogen gas. When active metals like zinc, iron, magnesium reacts with dilute H2SO4, then it forms salt. It removes hydrogen from H2SO4 and take its position, forms ZnHO4, forms its salt, and this hydrogen atom evolves as hydrogen gas. See the equation, when zinc reacts with H2SO4, it forms zinc sulfate, one salt, and the hydrogen atom removes as hydrogen gas. But when less reactive metal like copper reacts with H2SO4, they do not evolve hydrogen gas because they do not replace the hydrogen atom from acid, because they are less reactive. So say do not displace hydrogen atom from H2SO4 and they do not give hydrogen gas due to its less reactivity. Then comes to reaction with metal oxide. Reaction with metal oxide. When metal oxides are, we know metal oxides are basic in nature. Metal oxides are basic in nature, and H2SO4 is a dibasic acid. So when H2SO4 reacts with metal oxide, then neutralization reaction takes place, because this is basic in nature and H2SO4 is acidic in nature, and neutralization takes place to form salt and water. That is, calcium oxide is a basic metal oxide which is basic in nature. When reacts with H2SO4, it forms calcium sulfate, salt and water. So it is a neutralization reaction when acid base reacts to form salt and water. Then reaction with metal hydroxide. So metal hydroxides also basic in nature. H2SO4 is a dibasic acid. When it reacts with metal hydroxide, then on partial neutralization, when H2SO4 undergo partial neutralization reaction, then it forms H plus and HSO4 minus ion. Then it forms H plus and HSO4 minus ion, and this H plus and HSO4 minus ion reacts with NaOH to form NaHSO4 and water, and this NaHSO4 salt, due to presence of acidic hydrogen, is acidic in nature, and this acidic hydrogen containing salt, when reacts with H2, when formed when partial ionization occurs. When H2SO4 undergo complete ionization, that is, it dissociates to form 2H plus and SO4 2 minus and reacts with NaOH, then salt is formed, that is Na2SO4, and water is formed, and this salt is completely neutral in nature because it does not contain any acidic hydrogen, but the previous salt contain one acidic hydrogen, so it is acidic in nature. Next comes to another property, that is reaction with carbonate. That is reaction with carbonate. When carbonates are also basic in nature, so when H2SO4 reacts with carbonate, this is acidic and this is basic. When H2SO4 reacts with carbonate, then it forms salt and water with evolution of carbon dioxide. Due to presence of carbonate radical, carbonate salts always give carbon dioxide gas. That is, CaCO3 is a calcium carbonate. Reacts with H2SO4, forms calcium. SO4 means calcium sulfate. CO3 dissociates to give its CO2 and O. This CO2 evolved, and the H2 and the remaining O forms H2O. So when H2SO4 reacts with carbonate, it forms salt, water and carbon dioxide. Then comes to another property, that is its oxidizing nature. Concentrated sulfuric acid acts as an oxidizing agent, which is due to its oxygen donating nature or electron accepting ability. H2SO4 acts as an oxidizing agent because it can donate an oxygen atom or it can accept electron, for which H2SO4 acts as an oxidizing agent. See the equation. H2SO4 dissociates to give H2O, SO2 nascent oxygen. For this nascent oxygen, it also acts as oxidizing agent. Or when H2SO4 reacts with 2H plus and accept 2 electron to form water and SO2, so due to acceptance of 2 electron, it also acts as oxidizing agent. So H2SO4 acts as a strong oxidizing agent due to liberation of nascent oxygen atom. Then first reaction with HBr. When H2SO4 reacts with HBr, in HBr, H2SO4 is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes HBr to bromine. it oxidizes HBr to bromine, because in HBr oxidation state of bromine is -1 and in bromine molecule oxidation state of bromine is 0. So it oxidizes -1 oxidation state to 0. See the equation. Concentrated H2SO4 oxidizes HBr to Br2. Concentrated H2SO4 gives H2O, SO2 nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen reacts with HBr to form H2O and Br2. The nascent oxygen cancel out each other and the remaining equation becomes this. And the remaining equation, the H2SO4, in the H2SO4 sulfur has oxidation state +6 and in SO2 sulfur has oxidation state +4. Itself undergo reduction and oxidizes -1 oxidation state to 0. Bromine undergo oxidation and sulfur undergo reduction. Then similarly reaction with Hi. When H2SO4 reacts with Hi, it also oxidizes Hi to I2. See the equation. H2SO4 give rise to H2O, SO2O. This nascent oxygen reacts with Hi to form H2O and I2. The oxidation state changes from +6 to +4 in case of sulfur, and in case of iodine oxidation state changes from -1 to 0. Iodine undergo oxidation and sulfuric acid undergo reduction. So H2SO4 reacts with Hi to form H2O, SO2 and I2. Next, another property, that is reaction with moist phosphorus. When sulfuric acid reacts with moist phosphorus, it oxidizes moist phosphorus to phosphoric acid. In moist phosphorus, phosphorus has oxidation state 0, and in phosphoric acid having formula H3PO4, in H3PO4 phosphorus has oxidation state +5. So its oxidation state changes from +0 to +5. So H2SO4 oxidizes phosphorus, moist phosphorus to phosphoric acid. See the equation. H2SO4 give rise to H2O, SO2 nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen reacts with phosphorus to form P2O5 oxide. This P2O5 reacts with water to form phosphoric acid, H3PO4. To balance the oxygen atom in the above equation, we multiply 5. The nascent oxygen cancel out each other. P2O5 cancel out each other, and the remaining equation becomes this. Similarly, when sulfuric acid reacts with carbon and sulfur, in carbon and sulfur they have oxidation state 0. When sulfuric acid oxidizes carbon or reacts with carbon, it oxidizes carbon to carbon dioxide and sulfur to sulfur dioxide. That is, the oxidation state changes from 0 to +4, and in case of sulfur, that is also occurs from 0 to +4. So it oxidizes carbon to carbon dioxide and sulfur to sulfur dioxide, and itself undergo reduction. See the equation. H2SO4 give rise to H2SO2O. Carbon plus oxygen give rise to carbon dioxide. This atomic oxygen cancel out each other, and the remaining equation becomes this. And when H2SO4 reacts with sulfur, it forms sulfur dioxide. Same case apply here. This atomic oxygen cancel out each other, and the equation becomes this. That means sulfur oxidizes from sulfur to sulfur dioxide, and carbon to carbon dioxide. Carbon oxidizes carbon to carbon dioxide. Then reaction with H2S. Reaction with H2S. H2S is a reducing agent and sulfuric acid is a oxidizing agent. So sulfuric acid oxidizes H2S to sulfur. The H2SO4 gives H2O. Sorry, this is written as OH2. This is wrong. That is H2O. H2O plus SO2 plus O, and H2S reacts with this nascent hydrogen to form H2 and S. Nascent oxygen cancel out each other, and the equation becomes H2SO4 plus H2S give rise to 2H2O. 1H2O give rise to 2H2O, SO2 and S. itself undergo oxidation minus 2 oxidation state to 0. That is H2SO4 oxidizes minus 2 oxidation state to 0. Then reaction with chloride and nitrate salt. Then reaction with chloride and nitrate salt. Chloride and nitrate salt. When sulfuric acid reacts with chloride and nitrate salt, then it forms less volatile HCl and nitric acid. See the equation. H2SO4 reacts with NaCl, forms this Na, this SO4 reacts with Na2SO4, and this H and this Cl forms HCl. And same thing happens in case of nitrate salt. When H2SO4 reacts with KNO3, it forms K2SO4 and HNO3. That is HCl and HNO3 form when chloride and nitrate salts reacts with H2SO4. But when bromide and iodide salts reacts with H2SO4, they do not give HBr and HI. It gives bromine and iodine because HBr and HI are strong reducing agents. So, in the presence of H2SO4, they do not remain as HBr and HI, they undergo oxidation and forms Br2 and I2. Then reaction with KBr. See the reaction, H2SO4 reaction with KBr. When H2SO4 reacts with KBr, see the equation, H2SO4 reacts with KBr, it forms K2, this K2 and SO4 forms K2SO4, and the H and the Br forms HBr. Again H2SO4 dissociates to give H2O, SO2, nascent oxygen, and the nascent oxygen reacts with HBr to form H2 and Br2. The nascent oxygen cancel out each other, 2HBr cancel out each other, and the remaining equation becomes this. That means when bromide salts are taken, it never gives HBr, it again oxidizes, the HBr again oxidizes to form bromine. Same case happens in case of Ki iodide salt. When reaction with Ki, when H2SO4 reacts with Ki, it forms K2SO4 and HI. This HI again reacts with oxygen to form iodine. That H2SO4 gives H2O, SO2O. This HI reacts with O to form H2 and I2. This nascent oxygen, that nascent oxygen cancel out each other, 2HI cancel out each other, and the final equation becomes 2H2SO4 plus 2Ki give rise to K2SO4 plus H2O plus SO2 plus I2. That is, the HI not remain as HI, it oxidizes to form I2. Similarly, the reaction with KBr is similar, is reaction with NaBr. See the equation. Only the replacement is in place of K, we can replace sodium, and reaction of Ki is similar to reaction with Ni. Only in place of K we can replace sodium, and in case of Ki also same thing happens in case of Ni. In case of K we can replace sodium. देखो, when H2SO4 reacts with NaBr, then it forms bromine molecule. When H2SO4 reacts with sodium iodide, in place of Ki there is iodine also forms. In case of Ni there is also iodine is formed. That is, when H2SO4 reacts with bromide and iodide salt, it does not give HBr and HI, it always gives bromine and iodine. Next, reaction with sulfur trioxide. Reaction with sulfur trioxide. When H2SO4 reacts with sulfur trioxide, when H2SO4 reacts with sulfur trioxide, that is SO3, then oleum is formed, which is known as pyrosulfuric acid, which is known as pyrosulfuric acid. H2SO4 reacts with SO3 to form H2S2O7, that is pyrosulfuric acid. Then this is the chemical properties of H2SO4, that is H2SO4 act as oxidizing agent. Then H2SO4 act as a sulfonating agent, because in sulfonation reaction we use concentrated sulfuric acid as reagent. So when, give an example, when benzene reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, this is a reaction of sulfonation, reacts with at 80 degrees Celsius, then the hydrogen atom of benzene is replaced by SO3H group, that is this group, this is a sulfonating group, and benzene sulfonic acid is formed, and the H and the OH forms H2O, for which H2SO4 act as a sulfonating agent. Then another H2SO4 also act as a dehydrating agent. H2SO4 also act as a dehydrating agent. What do you mean by dehydrating agent? Dehydrating agent means which can remove water particle from molecule. The reagent which can remove water particle from molecule is known as dehydrating agent. So concentrated sulfuric acid act as a dehydrating agent because it removes one or more water molecule from compound like sugar, ethyl alcohol, formic acid, oxalic acid to form new substance. So when sugar, ethyl alcohol, formic acid, oxalic acid reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, then it removes water molecule and forms new substances. That is example of sugar C12H22O11, when reacts with concentrated H2SO4, it forms carbon and water. This reaction is known as charring of sugar. This reaction is known as charring of sugar. Then comes to another example, that is when ethyl alcohol reacts with concentrated H2SO4 at 170 degrees Celsius. Then this H and this OH reacts to form water, and both the bond breaks and the ethyl alcohol converted to ethene by removing water molecule. Like this, when formic acid reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms carbon monoxide and water. And like this, when oxalic acid reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms carbon monoxide, water and carbon dioxide. This OH, this H undergo water, this carbon monoxide forms and this carbon dioxide removed. That is, when oxalic acid reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, it removes carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and water, and when formic acid reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms carbon monoxide and water. So in this case water molecule is removed. So for these compounds, when H2SO4 reacts, it acts as a dehydrating agent. Then comes to its uses. Where H2SO4 is used, it is used as a laboratory reagent, for which it is known as king of chemicals. It also acts as a dehydrating agent, we already discussed it. It is used in the preparation of HCl. It is preparation of HCl and HNO3 case रे मध्य H2SO4 use करा जाए, and it is also used in the manufacture of fertilizers. Some fertilizers are manufactured from sulfuric acid. So these are the uses of sulfuric acid. So this is all about the chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Thank you.